What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Green Man Grows 7. I'm Sean Knight, and happy Halloween. So today, being Halloween, I wanted to bring something of a goth about plants. So I have an update to a previous video that I did about the propagation bag, where I was talking about the Philodendron Dark Lord, since it's Halloween. And so since I had two, look at this. That's the Philodendron Dark Lord. Look at those petioles. Look at how dark that is and how beautiful that is. So since it's Halloween, I thought it would be fitting to show, look at the veining, this plant. So I had two propagation bags and I couldn't wait. So I took this one out earlier today, just so that I could see what's going on with it. And since it's Halloween, these leaves are gonna get extremely dark. And so they go through, you can see this leaf, it has a little copper on it, and they go through copper, green, and then they get darker, like the petiole here and the stem. See, check that out. And since I propagated, when I got these cuttings, they didn't have any roots on it. And so today I'm going to be looking at and see if there is any rooting. But I'm gonna take this one out the bag so that you can see it in real time. So you see the humidity? It's been in the bag. I've opened the bag like every other day, couple of days, so that you could see, so that I could see what's going on with it. And so let me just open this up. Look at that. Isn't that a beauty? The Philodendron Dark Lord. Look at that. I just love everything about it. And so, I don't want to disturb it too bad, just in case it's not ready. But I think if you could see roots. So it has already begun to get roots. Let me just, so you can see with me. Oh yeah, look at that. So it's ready to come out of there, look. And so I will be potting this up today. But what I want to do is, since it's been in this bag with such humidity, I don't want to shock the plant by just taking it directly out. So what I'm going to do is do what I did with this plant over here. As I took it out earlier, I set it directly next to my humidifier because it's getting so much humidity in the bag. I wanted it to receive humidity outside. And I'm gonna leave it like that for about an hour or two before I pot it up. But I wanted you guys to see this in the spirit of Halloween. And like I said, isn't that just beautiful? Look at that. And you know, I've featured other philodendrons on my channel, but I love them, and I just love that they're easier than some other plants, but also they are just beautiful. That heart-shaped leaf, that vein on the back, look at the veining on the back. And then the stem being dark and the petiole. So yeah, the Philodendron Dark Lord. And what I like about these plants is that they require the same kind of requirements for other philodendrons, where it's bright, indirect light. They need a soil medium that is well draining. And so I'm going to pot it up with some peat moss, with some bark, with some perlite, and with some charcoal. And then that way, I think that it will have something to grab onto, and it will mimic what it receives in nature, in the forest. But I just love everything about that. And so, like I said, since it's Halloween, and I was doing this anyway, I just said, you know, the Dark Lord is here, the Dark Lord approaches. if you know what that's from Harry Potter. But yeah, isn't that beautiful? And so if any of you have this plant or you have a plant that's like this, leave me a comment below and let me know how your Philodendron Dark Lord is doing, how big the leaves are, how it's working out for you in your environment, how it's working out for the requirements for you. But look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? It speaks to me because, and another thing, if you were to propagate this, as this has been propagated from the mother plant and cut it, it's like, what am I trying to say? You know, each plant has the sap or they have the nutrients that's in the stems, in the veining. It's red, as if you were cutting a beet. So think about it. If you've ever seen a beet and you've had beet juice, or you've seen beet juice, or you've sliced a beet and you've seen that redness come out, it's the same thing for the Philodendron Dark Lord. And so isn't that something? I'm going to be giving this high humidity, like I said, because it has been in this bag for about 2 to 3 weeks. And so I just want to make sure that I give it the high humidity. I don't want to shock the plant by taking it directly out of a high humidity environment in the bag. Directly pot it up and give it some water, because this sphagnum moss is still moist. And so the roots and the stem is still getting that, and that's good. And so when I pot it up, I want to give it some water, but I don't want to shock it. And so before I do anything to it, I'm just going to let it again sit next to the humidifier. Let the humidifier just blow that humidification on it. Is that a word? Humidification? We'll go with it. And then make sure that it's getting what it needs. Then I'll pot it up. And then the test is for the next 2 weeks. Will it be able to survive the change in atmosphere from propagation? I think it will. But look at that head test. So beautiful. And then the other one. I love everything about it. It's just, it's amazing. So in the spirit of Hollow and Wing, the Philodendron Dark Lord, the Dark Lord approaches. Thank you for watching. Like, don't forget to subscribe. I have new subscribers, and I'm so thankful for all of you who've been watching my videos. More to come. Peace.